Hey guys, good morning. Saturday morning. I think it's May 21st, I believe. So yesterday I acquired these wheels and a little swapping around on some stuff. And I want you to notice they're similar to the torque thrust. This isn't what they are. Notice the target. Both have target center caps. That's a new one on me, guys. I've never seen that in my life. And the center caps appear to be in good shape. The screws broke off in this wheel, but the caps themselves, I mean, they're a little pitted, but here's the deal. We originally thought these were magnesium wheels over a steel backing, and I got to thinking that really doesn't make sense. It's definitely steel on the back side, and you can see it's been welded. I didn't know if that was welded or bonded. I'm not a wheel engineer or anything like that, but it was I've gone on the internet and I'm finding out they weld the steel to the aluminum. I don't know how they do that, but I'm not sure if that was welded in there also. But then it's got these rods right here I thought were steel, but that's just part of the casting. That's part of the casting of the wheel. But notice how the valve stem sticks through. Interesting, very interesting design. So yeah, this needs to be sanded down with a wire wheel and whatnot, and then treated for rust, and then or metal prepped, and then probably wouldn't hurt to take a real close look at these welds. I don't see anything that alarms me, but and treat it with rust, and treat the bare metal and repaint it. They come out at 7 inches wide, which means they're probably 6.5, and the offset is clearly towards the front. This one over here is broken on the back, but I believe it's repairable. Right here, see that? Those little cracks. I think that can probably be repaired. I'm willing to bet somebody over tightened the lug nut there. But I did a little research on these things. This is what I'm finding out. There's a set of Target center caps on Amazon, and the guy says they fit a variety of wheels. Now these are a knockoff of the popular torque thrust wheel, which was all aluminum. And apparently Torque Thrust made some in magnesium also, which was real lightweight and pretty much just meant for drag cars. Not really so much for street cars. This was a inexpensive, I hate to use the word cheap because I'm sure it was well engineered, well built, but it was an inexpensive way to get the same style wheel. This Torque Thrust style was popular in the 60s. Without spending the money for the torque thrust. The torque thrusts were expensive. So they just did the overlay on a steel wheel, is what they did. And my understanding is they're made by a company called Fenton, and it's their Ram Rod series of wheels, Fenton Ram Rods. Nothing wrong with them. They're a good quality wheel from what I understand. So I caution to say the word cheap knockoff. They are a knockoff, but an inexpensive. Now, from what I'm understanding, Torque Thrust failed to patent their design for whatever reason, who knows, and so everybody and their brother started copying them, and apparently Fenton copied them and sold them under different brand names. They were sold under Mickey Thompson, and I don't think this is the Target department store like we have now today. Maybe it is. I don't know if they were around back then. I'm thinking that's just something else, but so that's what this is. This is just a aluminum outer overlay on a steel wheel, And I believe these are 5-on-4 bolt pattern. 5-on-4.5, I'm sorry. We measured them at 5-on-4.5, which is a Mopar forward bolt pattern. So, and another thing, at first I thought these were cheater slicks because I thought these were the wear indicators right through the center. But this is a recap, as you can see. And it looks like somebody may have just tried to stud these tires. As you get right here, and you can see, I think somebody just was putting studs in them for winter driving. So the tires are no good. They're useless, they're junk. But the wheels, I'm thinking they would look good on the Studebaker, on the front. The Studebaker's not gonna be a daily driver. It's not a very heavy car. I think that thing's right around 3,000 pounds. It doesn't have enough power to really stress the wheels, and they'll just be driven to car shows. So I thought it'd be cool to put these on the front, clean them up, put them on the front of the Studebaker, if that bolt pattern fits, and put black steelies on the back for that, 50s, 60s look. Now, I went on the Studebaker site to see what the bolt pattern was, and a guy asked what bolt pattern wheels was his 50 Studebaker. Mine's a 50. And there's a bunch of responses, and this is what the internet really peeves me. Instead of just answering the guy's question, your bolt pattern is, some of these clowns were just going all off about this. That one guy posted like 9 or 10 or 12 different Studebakers in the bolt patterns for him. I'm like, really? Just, 37 through 39 was this, and 48 through, and I'm like 61 through. I guess he did that so if the guy wanted to put a different wheel, but my understanding was he was going to order a set of aftermarket custom wheels. He wasn't wanting to put stock Studebaker wheels back on. So that guy's post to me was pointless. He just simply wanted to know what his bolt pattern was. And I'm sitting there reading all these comments. He had people saying it was 5-on-4.5. He had people on there saying it was 5-on-5. There was people on there saying it was 5-on-4.75. Oh my God, it's just ridiculous. So I do not know what the bolt pattern is. So I'm gonna probably go there and measure mine. So let me do that right quick, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so to me, the way I've always done it is the outside edge of one and the center of the other, and that's 4 1/4, which is a small Mopar bolt pattern. Don't believe it's 4 1/2. So it's hard to tell with it. Yeah, it's clearly not 4 1/2. So 5-on-4 1/4 is what my Studebaker wheels are. Studebaker Champion 1950. That's a shame. I was hoping, which I could buy adapters, I guess. I can make them fit, but yeah. Anyway, that's at this point. I was hoping it was a bolt right on. Okay, so I don't know what these things are worth. I had a complete set of 4. Just like these, and they actually had Fenton center caps on those, so it's probably the same wheel. They were a booger bear. The tire machines had, well, I shouldn't say the tire machines today. I put a set of tires on. I ran them on a Plymouth Satellite I had, and probably in the 80s, and late 80s, early 90s. The tire machine of that era had a hell of a time changing them. Something to do with the offset and the way the lips made. I've got a manual tire changer. I believe I can break them down. I hope so, without busting them. I believe we can. It's pretty easy on the wheels. It's just a lot of manual labor. But I don't know what these things are worth. I sold those for $200, and he sold like within hours after I put them on the internet. So I said, well, that was too cheap. I don't know that I want to sell them. I mean, I would, but I'm thinking I'm gonna hang on to these and put them on something. And I would like to put them on the Stu to kind of, I'll keep those and just kind of want to, in the mood for something cool looking. The Studebaker's a bit too plain with them power. I know that's exactly what some folks like, but I kind of got some hot rod blood in my veins, so I'm not going to turn the Stude into a hot rod, but I would like to cool. There's nothing wrong putting a set of wheels on your car. People do it all the time. So everybody chill out. They just jack it up, take them off. No big deal. So yeah, I'm gonna clean these up and see if I can repair this crack or if you guys have opinions on that, let me know. Not so much repairing it, is it okay to just run it like that? Again, it's not going to be going much faster than 70, 75. And it's definitely not going to be on a drag car or anything heavy. 32, 3,300 pound car at the most. I thought about putting them on a Charger, but and that's an option too. Put them on a 66 Charger. I think they'd look good on that. But yeah, clean them up, paint them kind of a gray color, maybe polish this outer side, outer ring. And I think there'll be some neat looking wheels, and tell everybody I bought them at Target. I was at my Target store in 63 and picked them up. All right, folks, I thought you guys would like that. I would welcome your comments on these. If you've got any stories about, if you've ever seen Target center caps, or if you've other brands. I know, like I said, I know Mickey Thompson made them, and Krager made them. God, there was others on that article. I can't remember them all. But interesting to see what all you guys have out there as far as these old type wheels. All right, folks, that's going to wrap this video up.